On the last blooming, the red was not as fully suffused throughout the sepals on the back, and there was a lot more yellow coming through on the petals right here on the front. So let me just show you the name before we continue on, and it looks like the name is stuck to a root or something, but maybe I can just show you this way. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's bellina, form of coerulea crossed with Phalaenopsis red cherry. So the first one on any cross is always going to be the female parent or the receptive parent, and then the second one is always going to be the male parent or the pollen donor parent. But that also brings me to the back of the flower. So the flower is actually red overlaid on a yellow background, as you can see right here. So last bloom, the red, for some reason, I'm not sure, I'm thinking maybe it was light intensity, but yeah, it wasn't as deeply suffused throughout the petals as it is right now. So this is a quite substantive orchid or substantive flower in the fact that these petals are really firm and thick. Even these ones, they don't have as much bend to them as, say, a Phalaenopsis fasciata, like I had in a few videos back. And I think that's due to the bellina parent, because bellina flowers are usually very thick, and they're not as bendy as, say, of course, a Phalaenopsis fasciata. So this is a moderately fragrant orchid, I would say, because I can smell it as I'm walking by it, and I don't necessarily have to be right up in the flower to smell it. And it smells kind of like a grassy Fruit Loops, definitely a more of a bellina smell. And yeah, not really much more to say about that. It just smells very pleasant. And if there's airflow in the room, we will be able to smell it in different areas of the room and not necessarily need to be so close to the orchid. So this is generally a smaller Phalaenopsis orchid. You can see it's not much bigger than my hand. As far as across, it's definitely smaller than my hand actually. And I'm growing this in moss and bark over leca, and it seems to like it. I mean, there's roots down in the bottom, and they are black because I use humic acid in my fertilizing routine. And yeah, I mean, it's growing aerial roots. I mean, actually, when these are more under direct light, because I've taken this out of the lights because it is in flower, and I find that the flowers generally last longer when they're not under lights. But under lights, these will turn red like a falcata root. So it's kind of a pretty orchid all the way around. Let me just give you one more look at this cutie. Maybe see if I can get you a little bit of, yeah, different light angles so you can see that it's pretty shiny. Just a really beautiful flower. And last time it flowered, the flowers lasted well over a month. So I'm hoping that this is going to be in bloom for at least another 2 to 3 weeks. So yeah, that is my Phalaenopsis Kung's Red Cherry crossed with bellina. I hope you liked it, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.